man. All right, man. Let's talk about NXT. My main topics of the night is going to be about Blake Monroe. So wait for somebody to hop on. I'll go ahead and get right to it. Hey, what up? What up? What's going on? Y'all hit the like button for me. Y'all hit the like button. Glad to have y'all aboard. Hit the like button for me. Appreciate it. What's going on, Robert? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, man. Want to come up here and talk about Blake Monroe, but I'm gonna talk about a couple of more topics. What up, Robert and Quick Cut Creations? Y'all hit the like button for me. Hit them like buttons. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, man. Let's talk about the topic of the night, man. Y'all can agree to disagree with me on this. On what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Blake Monroe is the standard of NXT. Blake Monroe is the standard of NXT. That segment she had tonight was golden. That segment she had tonight was gold. It was gold. Blake Monroe, like, just like when Blake Monroe and Jada Parker was feuding. Don't get me wrong, Twitches on everybody got the right to like who they like or whatever and dislike. And I have nothing against Jada Parker. But I like Blake Monroe way better than Jada Parker. You know what I'm saying? Blake Monroe is my top favorite NXT female wrestler. I don't go against her for nobody. But other Jada Parker fans, of course, they wanted Jada Parker to win that feud between Blake Monroe. But I was like, hell no, no. Jada Parker, nah. Blake Monroe is the one who fits to go over. Jada Parker doesn't need to go over. Not against Blake Monroe, nah. So the right person won. Blake Monroe won the feud against Jada Parker. So I was like, yeah, hell yeah, she's supposed to have won. You know, Jada Parker, yeah, I mean not Jada Parker, but Blake Monroe, she has more value. She's a much bigger draw than Jada Parker is. Let's just keep it all the way 1,000. So the right person won that feud. And now she's after Tatum Paxley for the NXT Women's North American title. Now, I did want Blake Monroe to win the NXT Women's Championship. But up, man, what's going on? If you're new here, bro, subscribe to my channel. But anyway, I did want Blake Monroe to win back the NXT North American title, but it had looked like you know what I'm saying, they didn't, you know what I'm saying, put the NXT Women's North American title back on Blake Monroe. I wanted Blake Monroe to dethrone Thea Hill for it. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Thea Hill. Thea Hill is one of my favorite NXT female wrestlers too. In fact, she's my youngest favorite NXT female wrestler. But like I said, I like Blake Monroe better. She's my top favorite NXT female wrestler. Once again, I don't go against Blake Monroe for nobody in NXT. Now, if she was on the main roster with Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan, it would be a different story because I like Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan better than Blake Monroe. But let's get back on NXT topic. So yeah, man. So I wanted them to just go ahead and build a feud between Blake Monroe and Thea Hill. Blake Monroe wins back the NXT Women's North America title from Thea Hill, and she holds on to it for 100 days. And Blake Monroe and Thea Hill keep feuding it out. Then after 100 days, Thea Hill wins back the NXT Women's North American title from Blake Monroe. Then they just moved Blake Monroe up to the NXT Women's title picture. They could have done it that way. Know what I'm saying? Then You know what I'm saying? Blake Monroe could have been the one to the throne. JC Jane for the NXT Women's title. Although I like JC Jane too, but she's not one of my favorites. Once again, I like Blake Monroe better. So yeah, but I wanted Blake Monroe to be the person to the throne, JC Jane for the title, but they didn't do it. So now that yeah, I'm going with Taylor Paxton to retain the North American Women's title. I like her. I like Taylor Paxton myself, but like I said, I like Blake Monroe better. And just because I do want Blake Monroe to win back NXT Women's title, it's probably not going to be right now. She's probably not going to win it from Blake Monroe. She's probably not going to win it from Taylor Paxton anytime soon. But I do want Blake Monroe to win it regardless. Make no mistake about it. So anyway, so yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I want Blake Monroe to win it, to win back NXT Women's North American title and become a 2X Women's North American champion. Damn, I miss Horace Grant. I don't know who that is. That's water good. I need water. But anyway, so yeah. So like I said, man, Blake Monroe is the standard of NXT. She's the standard. You know, she has the great character. Not only, oh man, I'm not. Like man, I know a lot of people come here, you know, assuming I'm a basketball fan, I'm a sports fanatic, but I'm not into basketball, football, baseball, hockey, none of that. But I do like wearing the sport hats and jerseys. Don't judge me. But as far as wrestling, as you can see, I am a wrestling fanatic. I love wrestling. But so yeah, man, Blake Monroe, yeah, needs to needs to become a 2X Women's North American champion. Then after she keeps the NXT Women's North American title long enough, then she can work her way up into the NXT Women's title picture eventually. She can work her way. She can work her way up into the NXT Women's North and title picture. So, all right, putting that aside, let's talk about Lola Vice. All right, man. At this point, they do not need to fuck this up. Now, Lola Vice has a one-on-one match against Kendra Gray on who would get qualified and face JC Jane for the NXT Women's title. Yeah, Lee. So I'm going with Lola Vice too. I'm going with Lola Vice to win the NXT Women's Championship at Stand and Deliver from JC Jane. It's a bit early for Kendra Gray. Exactly, that's what I just said. Like, yeah, just like I said, they do not need to fuck this up with Lola Vice. Let me repeat. They do not need to fuck with this up with Lola Vice at this point. At this point, they do not need to fuck this up with Lola Vice. Now, Lola Vice has a one-on-one match against Kendra Gray next week on who would get qualified and face JC Jane for the NXT Women's title at Stand and Deliver. And Lola Vice needs this win way more than Kendra Gray does. She needs this win way more than Kendra Gray. Kendra Gray winning the NXT Women's Championship is too early. Lola needs it way more than Kendall does. Lola Vice needs this win way more than Kendra Gray does. That one half of that AA title, that one half of that AA Women's Tag Team title that she's holding right now is not enough. It's a start in my book, but it's not. But it's not enough. Now I want Lola 2 belts. That's what I want. Lola 2 belts, and it needs to happen. If Lola Vice don't win the title this time, if she don't win and Kendra Gray gets qualified, I'm going to be pissed off. Shout out to the Retro Kid. He one of my subscribers, but I ain't going to say we had an argument, but it was a little bit of a disagreement. We both had valid points about what we were saying. Like he said, and I agree with him on this, yeah, that title is not enough. But in my book, it was a start for Lola Vice. But that still didn't mean that I didn't want her to still capture either the NXT Women's title or the NXT Women's North American title. Know what I'm saying? So I just said it was a start. Know what I'm saying? But at this point, man, but Lola Vice winning either the NXT Women's title or the NXT Women's title is long overdue. It's been long overdue. If they put Kendall Gray over to face JC James for the NXT Women's title, I'm gonna be pissed off. And at that fucking point, now they're toying with Lola Vice. Because that AA, know what I'm saying, mixed gender tag team championship she's holding is definitely not enough. It's not enough. I mean, it's a well-known title, but still, not some people gonna know where that title came from. Some. It ain't like she won it from a ran down company, but still, that title is not enough for Lola Vice. She needs another title to go along with that now. Now I want Lola 2 belts. So Lola needs to finally get it done. She needs to finally get it done. If Lola Vice, hey, what's up, y'all, too? If y'all new to my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel if y'all wrestling fans. So anyway, so at this point, Lola Vice gets to face Kendall Gray for whoever gets qualified and face JC James for an NXT Women's title. Lola Vice better not fucking lose. She better not lose. Lola Vice needs it more than Kendall Gray. Don't get me wrong, I like Kendall Gray, but I like Lola Vice better. Lola Vice is one of my favorite. Lola Vice is one of my favorite NXT female wrestlers, and she better not lose this damn match. She better not lose, cause she got fucked over in her hometown at No Mercy. They fucked her over there. So listen, stop toying with Lola Vice. Stop toying with her. At this point, it shouldn't be no fucking ifs and buts about it. Lola Vice this time needs to finally capture the NXT Women's Championship. This time it needs to happen. That like seriously. Listen, man. Listen. I respect Lola Vice as a wrestler, not a sex object. You're in the wrong chat. You're in the wrong chat. You're in the wrong chat, man. And don't watch it. Don't watch it. This ain't no strip session over there, buddy. I'm doing wrestle talk. So you can go ahead and kindly exit. I didn't say it was my girlfriend. I didn't say it was. You the damn pervert, and let me go on and get you out of here. I want to get this pervert out of here. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Lola Vice now needs to get it done. She needs to get it done. No ifs and buts about it. There's no reason for Lola Vice not to win this match. Kendall Gray winning the title is too early. Lola Vice, on the other hand, has been long overdue since she's needed to win either the NXT Women's North American title or the NXT Women's Championship. The title that she should have won in her hometown at No Mercy. But they fucked her over. So if they do it this time, there's no ifs or buts about it. Hell, this time I'm gonna tag NXT and everything in the damn video when I go in on this time. This time I'm not fucking around. They're gonna really hear it from me. Because there's no point for Lola Vice not to win the NXT Women's title. She's got too many opportunities, first of all. Like I said, that title she got is right now is not enough. It's not enough. Yeah. So Lola Vice is in desperate need of the NXT Women's title. She's in desperate need. And she needs to win it. Kilmer Gray doesn't need it. Not only I'm going to get pissed off. Not only I'm going to get pissed off. That's going to show they're going. That's going to definitely show that NXT is on some favoritism shit. If Kilmer Gray wins next week, and she faces JC Jane for the NXT Women's title, that's going to tell me all the information I need to know about NXT. At that fucking point, they're going to be toying with her. Because why is she losing all these fucking title matches for? They do her like this next week, she doesn't win, then I'm going to know they're fucking giving her the Liv Morgan treatment. The funny thing is, fans that say they want Vince McMahon to return. For the Liv Morgan fans that say they want Vince McMahon to return, do y'all not fucking realize how he booked Liv Morgan? How he kept setting her up to lose title matches after title matches? If they do that, if Lola Vice lose next week, then that's going to fucking it's going to be well known that Lola Vice is getting the Liv Morgan treatment. That title she's currently holding right now is not enough. Lola needs that NXT Women's title. I would have been fine with her. I would be fine with her winning the NXT Women's North American title, but they got Blake Monroe going after it. So I'm all for Blake Monroe winning it. Although I did want Blake Monroe to capture the NXT Women's title. So might as well say they swapped it for me. Might as well say they swapped it me because Blake Monroe is going after the NXT Women's North American title, and Blake Monroe has a match against Kilmer Gray for whoever gets qualified and face JC Jane for the NXT Women's title. So I definitely got to go with Lola Vice to win against Kilmer Gray next week, so she gets qualified and face JC Jane for the NXT Women's title. So like I said, I definitely got to go with Lola Vice next week so she can, win and get qualified and face JC Jane for the NXT Women's title. And I got to go with Blake Monroe to win the NXT Women's North American title from Taylor Paxton. So I want Blake Monroe as a 2X NXT Women's North American champion, and I want Lola Vice as the NXT Women's champion. I think JC Jane losing X Stand and Deliver and go to the main roster after WrestleMania. She's been in NXT longer than anybody else on that roster. She has. Very true, like Yalit, so she has. But Lola Vice needs to win that damn title. She needs to win it. I mean, let's stop fucking around and give Lola Vice what she rightfully deserves. Like she said, you know what I'm saying, that she's going to be the first Cuban NXT Women's Champion. Hell yeah, make it happen. Make it happen. It needs to happen, man. Lola Vice get fucked over again, I'm going to be pissed off. So yeah, man. So they better fix it. They better fix it. They better make the right call with Lola Vice, man. They better make the right call. They better fix this shit. They better fix it. They better fix it. I want Lola 2 belts. That's what I want. I want Lola 2 belts. Don't know how long she may keep that mixed gender AAW AA tag team championship around her waist. But like I said, she needs to capture that NXT women's title. At this point, there should be no ifs and buts about it. Lola Vice needs it more than Kendall Gray. She needs it more than Kendall Gray. It's been long overdue for Lola Vice. There's no point for her not to win next week and get qualified to once again face JC Jane for the NXT Women's title at Stand and Deliver. And this time she finally wins and get what's coming to her. This time she finally gets her moment. Too many times Lola Vice has gotten fucked over. Too many times. Now this time we nip this shit in the bud. It's time this shit get nipped in the bud. She gets fucked over again, they're gonna hear it from me in the worst way. They're gonna hear it from me in the worst way, bro. I promise. Cause there's no point. There's no fucking excuse. There's no point why Lola Vice shouldn't win. There's no point why she shouldn't win this title. They don't get it right this time. I promise you they're gonna hear it from me. Oh, what's up? What's up, man? What's going on, Chris? Welcome to the chat, man. Nice to have you here. Doing some NXT Russell talk. You know, so yeah, man. Lola Vice. There's no reason for Lola Vice to lose. Lola Vice, she's hella talented. She got the charisma. She got it all. She needs to win. She's been grinding and clawing and scratching too damn much not to win the NXT Women's title. I did want Blake Monroe to win the NXT Women's title, but it seems that they got her once again going after the NXT Women's North American title, and I'm pretty sure it's a strong possibility that Blake Monroe is going to win again, so I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for Blake Monroe being the 2X Women's NXT North American champion. So now that Lola Vice has got a match against Kendall Gray, for one of them to get qualified to face JC Jane for the NXT Women's title at Stand and Deliver, I'm going for Lola Vice. I'm going for Lola Vice. And Lola Vice better win next week against Kendall Gray and get qualified to face JC Jane at NXT Stand and Deliver. Because if Kendall Gray wins and not Lola Vice, I'm going to be pissed off. I like Kendall Gray and all, but listen, Lola needs it more than Kendall. Lola Vice needs it more than Kendall Gray. Lola Vice needs it. Lola Vice has gotten screwed over too many damn times on not to win either the NXT Women's title or the NXT Women's North. She's been screwed over too many. She's had title opportunities for both of those titles, didn't win that damn time. Now at this point, there, like I said, there should be no fucking ifs and buts about it. There shouldn't be no ifs and buts about it. Lola needs to take it. She needs to win. Lola has been grinding too hard in NXT since she's been here. She's been clawing and scratching too damn hard on not to finally win the NXT title. She's put in too much work. Lola don't win this time. I'm going to be pissed off. So I hope they get it right. I hope they get the shit right. I hope they get it right. When do you think Blake Monroe will be on the main roster? And when do you think Blake Monroe will become NXT Women's Champion? Uh, well, I do want Blake Monroe to eventually capture the NXT Women's title. That's the title I wanted her to win from the start. But now that Lola Vice got it, I got to go with Lola Vice for the meantime. And Blake Monroe is going, and they got Blake Monroe set to. They got Blake Monroe set to go after the NXT Women's North American title. So I'm gonna have to go with Blake Monroe to win the NXT Women's North American title, and I'm gonna have to go with Lola Vice to win the NXT Women's title. So if they give Blake Monroe a pretty good run with the NXT Women's North American title, and she drops the NXT Women's North American title, yeah, then I'm gonna want her to win the NXT Women's title. Yeah, yeah. And if she wins the NXT Women's title from Lola Vice, that's cool. I'll be fine with that. Although Blake Monroe and Lola Vice are two of my favorites, but if I'm being honest, I do like Blake Monroe better. So yes, I don't know. It's probably gonna be a little. It's gonna be a while from now. Blake Monroe becoming the NXT Women's Champion, and my book is all worth the wait. It may be a little while before Blake Monroe finally captures the NXT Women's title, but I can already say it's all worth the wait. It's worth the wait. But I know she's gonna win it eventually. She have to. She have to. I don't care what nobody say. Blake Monroe is the best thing in the NXT Women's division. That's my opinion. I know people gonna disagree and say other female wrestlers. That's okay. In my book, she is. That's just how I feel. Far as Blake Monroe heel character, nobody is fucking with her in NXT far as her heel character. Not even Kehlani Jordan. And Kehlani Jordan is one of the greatest heels in NXT. Cause she's natural. But Blake Monroe she's very natural. Blake Monroe, man, her NXT heel character is top notch. Like I said, nobody in NXT is not fucking with Blake Monroe with her heel character wise. Not even Kehlani Jordan. None of them not. That promo Blake that heel segment Blake Monroe did tonight in the bubble bath and got that NXT with North American title on the side of the tub like it was hers. That was a golden segment. Although eventually Taylor Patsy caught up with her. So that first matchup for the title, I'm pretty sure Taylor Paxley is going to retain. And I'm well aware of that. And like I said, I like Taylor Paxley, so I'm not here to hate on Taylor, but I do want Blake Monroe to become a 2X Women's NXT North American champion. But I don't think she's going to win it in their first title defense match. I doubt if they're going to let her win. I'm pretty sure they're going to have Taylor Paxley to retain it. Then maybe the third match, the third title match they had, Blake Monroe finally captures, finally dethrones Taylor Paxley for the NXT Women's North American title, and she becomes a 2X Women's North American champion. Pretty sure that's how it's going to go. But I tell you what, though. Yeah, so Blake Monroe capturing the NXT Women's Championship, it's probably going to be a while before she finally captures it. But it's all worth the wait. I can already say it's all worth the wait. Because I definitely want Lola Vice to have a pretty good run with the NXT Women's title. Don't give her no shitty title run. Don't give her no shitty title run like they did Thea Hale, including Taylor Paxley. Blake Monroe is my... Yes, she is the best in NXT, bro. She is. Facts. Facts. She's definitely the best. Definitely the best heel in NXT. And people were saying they wanted you know what I'm saying, wanted Jada Parker to go over against, you know what I'm saying, Blake Monroe. I said, man, nah. And thing is, I like Jada Parker, but nah, man, Jada Parker ain't fucking with Blake Monroe, man. Jada Parker's not fucking with Blake Monroe. The right person definitely won this feud. The right person definitely won this feud. And like I said, I like Jada Parker, but of course I like Blake Monroe way better. Blake Monroe is my top favorite NXT female wrestler. Don't go against her for nobody. And down she won't about to go against her for Jada Parker. The right person definitely won that feud. Jada Parker going over in this feud against Blake Monroe would have been backwards as hell. It would have been backwards. I don't care what nobody said. It would have been backwards. Because you wouldn't have got much out of this feud with this feud would have probably cooked as good as it's going to cook with Blake Monroe versus Taylor Patrick, because they both have dark sides. They both have, you know what I'm saying, dark sides. So this is going to be very interesting. Jada Parker winning the feud against Blake Monroe, they would have been taking it a step backwards. And I'm pretty sure some Jada Parker fanboys are going to get pissed off and disagree, start talking shit. Because I'm keeping all the way 1,000. Only reason, a lot of these fans that like Jada Parker is a bunch of damn gooners. I'm gonna just keep it all the way a buck. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. A lot of these gooners be really simple over Jada Parker. I know a lot of these fans like Jada Parker. They be gooning over. They're a bunch of gooners. They are a bunch of gooners. They don't like her in-ring ability wise, like they try to say they do. Nah, that's a damn mask they're wearing. It's a mask to cover up them really being gooners. And thing is, I like Jada Parker. I just don't be simping over like a lot of these wrestling fans be doing. But nah, man, the right person definitely won that feud. Blake Monroe should have definitely won that feud. The right person went over. And people might get offended when I say, well, Blake Monroe is more established than Jada Parker. Blake Monroe is more established. Jada Parker has that. Don't get me wrong, her promos and stuff are natural, but if I'm being all the way 1,000, Blake Monroe, not Blake Monroe, but Jada Parker, she has that sassy hood girl character, if I'm being all the way 1,000. I ain't gonna say hood, but she has that sassy girl character. Jada Parker, she has that, yeah, she has that, you know what I'm saying, sassy girl character. Blake Monroe, she has like her own character. Like she has a dark, she has the glamorous side, but then she also has a dark side of her, which is what make her an interesting character. So you got Blake Monroe with the glamorous, and also with the glamorous character. With the glamour, you got Blake Monroe with the glamorous beauty. We all know Blake Monroe is very, very beautiful. She bad as shit. You know what I'm saying? So Blake Monroe has the beautiful, glamorous girl persona, including she has the dark girl persona to go along with it. So she definitely was supposed to have won that feud against Jada Parker. Look where we at now. This is on point. This shit right here is on point. Tatum Paxley and Blake Monroe in a feud. Both of them have dark characters. Only thing the difference, Blake Monroe, like I said, she has that beauty, glamorous girl side. Then she also has the dark side of her. That's what makes Blake Monroe so interesting. Look how Blake Monroe cooked as a heel in AEW when her and Tony Storm was feuding. They had a damn story and that shit cooked. I got fed a damn full course meal because both of them were my top two favorite AEW female wrestlers before Blake Monroe left, and she finally went to NXT where she always wanted to be at. When she went to WWE NXT, where she always wanted to be, because Blake Monroe said that she always wanted to be in WWE and finally got her wish, and they hired her. So she changed her name to Blake Monroe. But before that, Toni Storm and Blake Monroe were my top two favorite AEW female wrestlers. I like both of them equally. Didn't go against neither one of them for nobody. And their feud and AEW fucking cooked. I got fed a full course meal, man. It was like an angel. You know what I'm saying? It was like a demon versus a god. I don't mean to say that, but I'm just saying, how the feud was. More like a demonized person versus the demon slayer. Like more like the demon versus like this angel that's a demon slayer. But I'm not gonna pair neither one of them to God. I was just trying to making comparison. So yeah. So yeah, man. So now that Blake Monroe is at NXT, she's officially my top favorite NXT female wrestler. And she's the standard of NXT. And Toni Storm is the standard of AEW until she got hurt. And now she's going to be out for the rest of the year. Like I said, I made a video about Toni Storm saying that now AEW is cooked. Now that she's got hurt, that she's going to be out for the rest of the year. They cooked. Yeah, I'm pretty sure many AEW fans going to disagree with my video. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And I still stand on what I said, so it don't even matter. So all right, man. So let's move on. Moving forward. Putting that aside. Okay, let's talk about Thea Hill versus Kehlani Jordan. And for starters, Thea Hill and Kehlani Jordan are two more of my favorite NXT female wrestlers. So they had a match tonight. Kehlani Jordan went over. You know what I'm saying? And Jada Parker once again stuck her nose where it didn't belong. She came for Kehlani Jordan, just like she came for Blake Monroe. So tonight, Thea Hill and Kehlani Jordan had a one-on-one match, and Kehlani Jordan won. Kehlani Jordan pinned Blake Monroe. She not Blake Monroe, but Kehlani Jordan beat Thea Hill. She pinned Thea Hill. So she started beating on Thea Hill after the match. So she dished out a beating on Thea Hill after the match. She started beating on Thea Hill, and that's when Jada Parker came out there, and she attacked Kehlani Jordan. So once again, Jada Parker stuck her nose where it didn't belong. And like I said, I like Thea Hill and all, but Kehlani Jordan was right what she tried to tell Thea Hill last night. Last night. Kehlani Jordan was right what she tried to tell Thea Hill last week on NXT when she told her to stop trying to be the good person. Go ahead and just go your own way. Stop worrying about these fans, because I forgot what Kehlani did, but she told her something like the fans are going to do her the way they did her, and Kehlani Jordan was right. Of course, the fans are going to disagree with Kehlani Jordan on her trying to give Thea Hill some word of advice. And of course, Thea Hill was going to disagree as well. But listen, mark my words. And Thea Hill lost this match, right? She's going to take this loss, and she's going to eventually realize that Kehlani Jordan was right the whole time. She's going to realize that Kehlani Jordan was right this whole time. Because the fans did turn on Kehlani Jordan. The fans turned on Kehlani Jordan. They turned on her. And when Kehlani Jordan turned heel, she did one of the best promo. She did the best heel promo of all time, and just went in on these so-called fake fans and gooners and told the truth about them. I mean, Kehlani Jordan went in. She went in. She delivered straight facts about these fake, shallow, fickle fans. She delivered straight facts about these fake fans. And talk about how they be simping over these female wrestlers with fat asses like Jada Parker and all them, which is they do. Which is they do. And just like she said, now I remember she said they want fans, they were followers. Kehlani Jordan, that's the best heel promo she did so far, man. She called all these fake fans out on their nonsense. She called them out of their nonsense. And that's what she was trying to tell Thea Hill. She tried to put Thea Hill up on game, but of course Thea Hill wasn't going to listen. Right then she didn't. But I'm telling you, later on down the line, it's going to come back to Thea Hill, and it's going to resonate with her with what Kehlani Jordan tried to tell her, and she spoke against her. And Jada Parker sticking her nose where it didn't belong to begin with. Now, who should win this feud? Kehlani Jordan needs to go over and win this feud against Jada Parker. She needs to win. Why? Because Kehlani Jordan is damn good at being a heel, and she's been doing pretty good. And she's been doing pretty good as a heel. She's been doing pretty damn good as a heel. So Kehlani needs to go over against Jada Parker in this feud as well. I don't care what fans say; they can say what they want to say. Like I said, Kehlani Jordan needs to win this feud against Jada Parker. You ask me, she's more of an established wrestler than Jada Parker. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. Argue with your mama. Like I said, Kehlani Jordan is more of an established wrestler than Jada Parker as well, just like Blake Monroe is. Like I said, say what you want to say. Argue, you know what I'm saying? Argue with your mama. Yes, I said what I said. Kehlani Jordan is more of an established wrestler than Jada Parker, just like Blake Monroe is. Once again, argue with your mama. Because I know some trolls ain't going to like it. They're not going to like what I said, but whatever. You can disagree if you want. That's fine. That's just my opinion. And I say Kehlani Jordan is. Like I said, Jada Parker has that sassy girl character. Kehlani Jordan is not like that. Kehlani Jordan's character is not like that. She's more straight up and natural than what Jada Parker is. Not to say take anything away from Jada Parker. Like I said, make no mistake about it. I like Jada Parker too. Her promos are natural, but like I said, if you think about it, Jada Parker has more of a sassy girl character. Kehlani Jordan doesn't. She's just natural. She's more natural with it. She's a natural heel. Jada Parker carries that sassy girl persona. That's why I can't really get behind her like that. Well, I ain't say I can't get behind her. I like her, but I'm just not big on her like a lot of wrestling fans. So I wanna trying to watch what I say so I won't sound like a hypocrite or sound fake or shallow. Cause like I said, I like Jada Parker. I'm just not big on her like a lot of fans are. You know what I'm saying? Jada Parker has that sassy girl persona. But I'm not taking anything away from her because a lot of people speak good about her. Natalya wants to wrestle Jada Parker. So that's saying something right there. Bubba Ray invited her on his podcast. So that's definitely that's saying something. So listen, I'm not coming down on Jada Parker. So I'm letting it be known for anybody coming and talk about I'm trying to play Jada Parker, get the hell on with that shit. Cause I said I like her. And for Bubba Ray to have him on her podcast, that's saying something. And a tight to speak good about Jada Parker to her face, say that she wants to wrestle her on NXT, she wants to work with her, that's definitely saying something. If Natty came out her own mouth and said she wants to wrestle Jada Parker, and you know what I'm saying, she want to work with her, and Jada, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Natty saying she wants to work with Jada Parker, that's definitely saying something. So don't nobody try to say I'm hating on Jada. I'm trying to downplay her because I'm not. All I said was she has more of that sassy girl persona. That's that's not Kehlani Jordan. She's not like that. So in my book, Kehlani Jordan needs to win the feud, and I said she's more of an established wrestler than you know what I'm saying, Jada Parker and Blake Monroe as well. Like I said, the Gooners only gonna cry, fucking whine about it and talk shit. So you know what I'm saying, argue with your mama. So once again, can't nobody say I was coming down on Jada Parker because I wasn't. Only the Gooners gonna come in here and talk shit or simp or a white knight, and I don't got time for it. So like I said, Kehlani Jordan needs to win this feud. She needs to win. No, they haven't. 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 Miss me with that comment. Miss me with that whole comment, my guy. Only thing was good about AEW was Tony Storm. She held that down division together by a storm. If it's so good, why is Tony Khan trying to bring back Britt Baker? And nobody here trying to you know what I'm saying, I'm not here trying to start a war. I'm just telling the damn truth. I'm telling the truth. WWE is better than AEW. You don't like what I'm saying, bro? You can get out my chat, bro. I'm not about to have a war with you about WWE and AEW. I said what the hell I said, and I'm gonna stand on that, my guy. You don't like what I'm saying, bro? Kindly exit my video. Cause I ain't going back and forth with you. I said what I said. AEW is cooked until Tony Storm come back. Hell no. See, look at you. I'm not even a fan of Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is trash. Look at you. What the fuck are you talking about? Jade Cargill is trash. Look at you. You don't know what you're talking about. You come my chat trying to tell me something. Hell no, I don't like Jade. She's trash. Tony Storm was holding AEW together by a thread. Yes, I said it. She's the only one that tells the story in AEW. Can't nobody tell no story like her in AEW. Is it any storytellings in AEW with the male wrestlers? No, hell no. They just put the matches together. So you could tell me AEW is better than WWE? No. Yeah, they put on great matches with the male wrestlers and female wrestlers, but for us who tell the better stories, it's Tony Storm by herself. Tony Khan suck at booking matches. And why he trying to bring back Britt Baker? Held Britt Baker hostage for all that time. Now he want to bring her back. Cause he know his ass was done for without Tony Storm being, and she's gonna be out for a whole year. But whatever, man. Listen, you feel the way you feel, bro. Ain't about to argue with you. I said what I said, and I'm gonna leave it at that. AW is cooked without Tony Storm being there. That's why Tony Khan is now trying to bring him back to Britt Baker after all that time of holding her hostage, and it was nothing left for Britt Baker to do there. So I said what I said, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. No need to try to debate with me. I said what I said. Like I said, at least they AEW they put matches together. For the male, they put matches together. Y'all listen. I said what I said. I'ma still watch the WrestleMania 42. I'ma still check it out. I'ma still check it out. Maybe it won't be a flop to me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just check it out regardless. If you fuck with AEW like that, bro, to each his own. To each his own. You need to come in my chat trying to have debate with me. I'm not changing a damn thing I said. I'm standing 10 toes down. Ain't drunk, man. Look, bro, get out my chat. Get out my chat. I'm not gonna argue with you. You don't like what I'm saying. That's too bad. I can't do nothing for you. You can leave. Like I said, WWE is better than AEW, and I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. Anyway, so Kehlani Jordan needs to go over in this feud against Jada Parker. I'm pretty sure a lot is gonna disagree with that. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I say Kehlani Jordan needs to go over. That's my opinion. I think she does. But Jada Parker may win. Jada Parker is fucking. Jade Cargill is trash. Because I said WWE is better than AEW, I might as well like Jade. Come on, man, get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that. No, Jade Cargill is trash. No, I don't like her. She's trash. She's awful. She's a terrible champion. I like who I want to like. Just because I don't agree with you liking AEW, you saying who I should like and dislike. Come on, man. Get on with that. Anyway, anybody new here on my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel for the new people that's here. Yeah, Jade Cargill is garbage. Who crying, bro? Your triggered ass came over here. Like I said, you don't agree, man, just leave my chat. But anyway, so yeah, man, and eventually Kehlani Jordan needs to capture the NXT Women's title. I'm not saying right now. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, maybe some months, whatever, some months down the line, Kehlani Jordan needs to catch. I'm good over here, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. We ain't beefing. Like I said, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're a wrestling fan. I'm good. But anyway, Kehlani Jordan needs to eventually capture the NXT Women's title. Or wouldn't hurt for her to become a 2X Women's North American Champion. I wouldn't mind that. But Kehlani Jordan right now with you know what I'm saying, her being a heel, she needs to capture the NXT Women's title. I mean yeah. Yeah, she does, bro. She does. She does, but I ain't gonna say right now. Now Kehlani Jordan technically was a heel champion when she had the TNA Knockout Women's World title, but that title won't own that brand. So she eventually had to lose that title and drop it back to Li Ying. Yeah, she sucked. Yeah, hell yeah, she sucked. She sucked. She trash. And fans get mad as hell when I tell the truth about her. If you're new here, Freddie, subscribe to my channel, man. I surely appreciate it. Anyway, so Jade Cargill, she's awful. Then they will make excuses after excuses about Jade Cargill, but they would shit on the ones like Maxine Dupree, Nikita Lyons, and down to Chelsea Green. They would shit on them, talk about how they trash ass wrestle, they can't wrestle this, and that, and the third, but they glazed the fuck out of Jade Cargill. And I'm like, this woman is one of the most terrible wrestlers in the WWE Women's Division right now. She's green as fucking grass. She's green as grass. But when you tell the truth, she can't wrestle. They quit to throw that race card. You're being racist. You're nitpicking. You're bitching about her. Everything, etc., etc. But like I said, they quick to shit on the ones like Tiffany Stratton, Maxine Dupree, Nikita Lyons, and Chelsea Green. But they would glaze Jade Cargill and know what I'm saying, she is trash. Jade Cargill is a terrible wrestler. She is trash. Nothing about her is good, and I don't understand why they cannot understand that. And I find that laughable because they will make every excuse for her in the world. When you tell the truth about her, then when you tell the truth about Jade Cargill, they will make every excuse for her in the world. They can't take criticism. Yeah, I know, and I don't care. But anyway, uh, so yeah, they can't take criticism when it comes to Jade Cargill. They sensitive. They want to throw the race card at you and shit like that when you tell the truth about her. And for a lot of these black female wrestlers, a lot of these wrestler fans are highly sensitive. You say you're not a fan of a female wrestler like Jade Cargill, Naomi, you know what I'm saying, Lash Legend, you know what I'm saying, or Jade Cargill down to Mercedes Monet, they quick to say, you know what I'm saying, they'll ask you why. When you tell them why, they want to say you're racist. Oh, that's what's up, man. If you're new here, bro, subscribe to my channel. I'm glad you find my live stream, man. If you're new here, bro, subscribe to my channel. If you're a wrestling fan, subscribe. I do wrestle talk over here every day. I'm not a fan of Rhea Ripley, man, but if you like her, to each his own. You like Jordan? I used to like. You mean Jordan? You misspelled the name, man. It's Grace. You spelled it. You said Jordan Grease. That ain't how you spell a name. And you misspelled her whole name. Not Jordan. Not Jordan Grease. Jordan Grace. JRIDYNNE and GRACE. I mean, yeah, but I don't care for Rhea Ripley neither, man. I don't care for Rhea, but like I said, is she a cup of tea? You know, to each his own. And I don't. And if I'm being, I don't think she might. I don't see her winning it from Jade, cause Jade now got B Fab and Me Chin on her side. She got them on her team, so Rhea might not be winning. I don't think. I most don't see Rhea winning, cause now she got B Fab and Me Chin on her side. So I don't know about. I don't think Rhea winning. I don't see her winning it. It's cool, man. It's cool. You know, like I said, man, we all got the right to like who we like, man. You know. Oh, it's a type I'm just using. Oh, okay. Now YouTube can have you to you when you put stuff in subtitles on YouTube, what a person is saying, the subtitle would misspell what the person said. So it's not your fault. It's not your fault. The subtitles on YouTube is not good at spelling everything correctly. I seen that shit for myself years ago. I seen that shit for myself over a decade ago. But yeah, man. But um, So that's my rant for tonight, man. I'm gonna go on and get up out of here. For the new people that's, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, for the, you know what I'm saying, for the new people that find, you know what I'm saying, my channel or whatever, and y'all wrestling fans, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? And turn on your notifications where you won't miss any of my live streams that I be doing every single day and night, and my YouTube and my regular YouTube videos and my short clip videos. So hold on. I'm probably not a big fan of WWE at the very moment because Triple H is pushing the wrong people. Yeah, I agree with you, is man. Triple H is fucking up a lot of calls. Have a great night, and I will see you next time on your live. Hey, thank you, Freddie, man. Turn on my notifications, man, where you won't miss none of my videos I post. I do them every day. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. Thanks, everybody, for watching my live stream, man. Y'all could be anywhere else right now, but y'all chose to come up here and watch me, man, and I appreciate that. So with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. It's your boy Hitman D, and I'm going to sign out.